All right, guys. Great to see you guys. Are you serious? Are you serious, guys? Doomsday weather is just ahead. This is a prophecy alert and a very important message I think we have to get out to people during these end times. It's getting crazier by the minute as we're looking at some of these apocalyptic events that are taking place around the world. First, let me put a shout out real fast. NobleGoldInvestment.com. That's www.noblegoldinvestments.com. Simply this, guys, with an unstable currencies that are being threatened and with a stock market that is so insecure, the best thing you could do is take a look at that, your retirement plan, your 401k, and maybe you should think about diversifying and putting some of that in a gold IRA. I recommend you go to noblegoldinvestment.com or pick up the phone and call Colin Plume right now. The number is 877 646 5347. That's 8 that's 847 646 5347. 877. Yeah, I'm sorry. 877 646 5347. I'm gonna have to go lay down. Looks like I am. I'm 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 dragging after all the treatment. So forgive me. Please forgive me. I'm working on my memory. Um. Anyway, let me tell you what's happening now. Of course, the Bible told us there'd be great. First of all, the Bible says there'll be signs in the sun, the moon, the stars, distress of nations with perplexity. The sea and the waves will be roaring, and men's hearts will fail them for fear, for uh, for looking after those things that are coming upon the earth. For the powers of heaven shall be shaken. Then shall they see the Son of Man coming in the clouds with power and great glory. And when these things begin to come to pass, he said, look up, lift up your head, your redemption is drawing nigh. Well, it is happening. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, here we've got a quick update. Arctic lightning has jumped. Now, just in the Arctic, lightning has went from 18,000 lightning bolts to 150,000 lightning bolts in a decade. The combined team of researchers from the University of Washington and the University of Otago has found that lightning strikes in the Arctic have been rising dramatically over the past decade. Why? Well, Planet X, Nibiru, planet number 9. Because what's happening is those 5 waves of energy coming from this binary system, this gravitational pull, the magnetosphere is being inundated with charged particles due to the atmospheric compression that we know is happening to the Earth, which is really making the poles, both the Arctic and the Antarctic poles, are being inundated with tons of energy. That's what's melting the core of the Earth and causing us to have more dramatic earthquakes and volcanoes and crazy extreme weather conditions. Now, lightning is as much less common in colder parts of the planet as the chill is less conducive to humidity required for electricity charging ice crystals in the clouds. That's why they've been averaging, it went from 18,000. Data for the summer months showed that the average number of lightning strikes in a year in the Arctic is around 18,000 lightning strikes a year. Now it's 150,000 lightning strikes last year in 2020. So obviously, climate chaos, and that's one of the reasons we're doing this webinar April 23rd and 24th. Climate chaos is really the birthing pains of the coming of Jesus Christ. If you read the book of Isaiah, chapter 24, and that's why I did a DVD on this, it tells you what's called the oracles of Isaiah. The entire chapter talks about a pole shift, talks about the energy levels attacking the earth, the sounds being heard in the heavens, the sounds of the apocalypse, and the booms, the sun, the like booms coming from nowhere, from the earth, and all kinds of the earth reeling and rocking like a drunken man. All these things are prophesied actually in the Bible to happen just before the coming of Jesus Christ. Now, here's something else going on, guys. I went to my app. If you have a phone, or you can get it right on, you can get it's called www.thenewApocalypseWatch. The New Apocalypse Watch is the name of the app. And if you go there, and I'll do it right now, I'll just click on my app. Okay, so here's my app, right? You can put it on your phone, or you can put it on your screen on your computer, and you can it's real easy to navigate, and then we wanted to make it that way. So download it, subscribe to it, download it, and then you can stay up to speed with everything. About 200 articles are already downloaded on here and headline for you. You can just scan down them and say, oh, I want to see that. You click on it, and there's the article pops up for you. It's all ready to go, and you can read it. People love it ever since we've done it. And Heidi, the Lord gave her this idea while we were in Israel. The Lord showed her this watch and the flames and lightning. And the Lord said, you need to make an app called the Apocalypse Watch. Now, check this out. I was looking at it, and I'm going to click on, I think it was hour number, let me see, which one was it? Was it 7? I'll find it. Hour number 3. Hour number 11. I'm trying to find which one I was looking at. Give me a second. There's tons of information here. Yes, it's hour number 10. Hour number 10, which talks about, tsunamis and earthquakes and volcanoes and all that. There's 12 articles on hour number 10. So basically, you just take the app, you click right on the hour, and it takes you there. And here's just some of the things that Bart Begley has posted up there on the app for you, just on the what's called the 10th hour. Windstorms packing 58-mile-an-hour gust forecasted to hit and to hammer East Idaho today. A super cold thunderstorm sets temperature records. That's going on right now. There's a sandstorm turned the sun blue and the sky yellow in Beijing, China. That one will blow your mind. I should do a video on it. And then at least 4 tornadoes touched down this past Saturday, including a deadly EF2 in Texas over the weekend. And your mainstream media doesn't even cover this stuff. A thunderstorm watch has been issued. Another round of potential severe storms are ahead. Keep an eye on that. What about the Tennessee flash flooding, trapping residents and homes and roads, prompting rescues and reports? Full report on that. Also, Tennessee downpours, more expected. Full report on that. New South Wales in Australia are having apocalyptic flooding. They're evacuating parts of Sydney, Australia. Got an article on that. Just it goes on and on and on. That's just 1 hour on this app. That's the 10 o'clock hour. Now, I looked over at the 4 o'clock hour. There's 21. That's called the 4 Horsemen of the Apocalypse. If you click on the 4th hour, and it's unbelievable. The information here, some of which I can't read the titles because I'm not allowed to talk about it on YouTube. So I can't even tell you what the articles are about. I can't read the titles. I can tell you, though, that there is visas allowing payments to be settled using cryptocurrencies. Global banks are being warned of possible losses from huge hedge fund defaults. Why is that in the 4 Horsemen? Because the black horse of the economy is the black horse of the apocalypse is the economy. So anything that is relevant to the 4 Horsemen of the apocalypse articles get posted on the 4th hour of this app. Another unbelievable information. I can't say some of this stuff because I'm not allowed to talk about some of this. It's just unbelievable. Unbelievable what's going on. Unbelievable what's going on. And the lists are all there, and you just click on whichever one you want to see. Like if you want to, can I see if you guys can see those? Well, okay. If I'll just click on one of the links, boom, it's going to take me to whatever it is. This was a video about a suicide bomber Indonesian church where 14 people were wounded. Okay. And that's from the Jerusalem Post. That happens to be there. And if you want to know what is going on in Jerusalem, hit hour number 2. It's all the updates on Jerusalem. Why did we put it on the second hour? Because of the 2 witnesses that will arrive. And this is all about Israel, okay? Thousands of people gathered at the Jerusalem's western wall for the priestly blessing on Passover. It's an incredible event, and all of the information about it. It's just, I'm telling you, tons of stuff that's biblical prophecy. So I want you to know that we've got a ton of information there made available for you, including the videos that I posted, are exclusive videos on there. And this is to help keep you in tune with what's happening. So we're doing that on our app as well as on Patreon. And I'm doing my very best to give you as much information as I can, dodging about the 10 different subjects now. I think it's up to 10 subject matter that you cannot discuss at all on this platform. I have to discuss them over at the app or on Patreon. We're just in the end times. We're in the end times. What does this all mean? Jesus is coming soon. Jesus is coming soon. We're running out of time. We're just, you got to make this a priority, guys, to stay. The Bible said, watch and pray. Watch and pray. Make it a priority. We make a lot of things priorities, but we, and I was, one person I was talking to them, they said, well, I wish I could get the app. Well, it's only $6 a month. And then they said, well, I wish I could get the Patreon. That's whatever you want to give. $5 a month, $10 a month, $3 a month, whatever you want to give. And you can get Patreon. So for less than $10 a month, you can have both Patreon and the app. And how much as many of you are paying for Netflix, or how much are you paying for Amazon Prime, or how much are you paying for, think about it. We got all our priorities, but we aren't watching and praying. And trust me, you say, well, I'll just figure out what's going on out there. And, I can find stuff out there. You can find garbage out there. Yeah. Or you can watch mainstream media out there and get all that propaganda, or you can stay in tune with what's happening right now. And that's why I got 4 and 5 and 6 different people who's sending, researching, scouring the world, just scouring the world. If you can't get in, I want you to get a hold of Miss ZD. I don't know if Miss ZD is there, Danny. Patreon will let you in. Let her help you. Sometimes people don't know how to do it, or there's a little something there maybe you don't have quite right. And let Miss ZD walk you through that. She's an expert in that. She's helped a lot of people, so it's no problem. Hey, Paul, dump this channel so we can get the facts. Listen to me. Listen, I could dump this channel, then you would never know where to go. So this channel is very important because this is a highway where many people come and many, many people are saved. And I can talk about a lot of things here, but there are certain things you can't. So those we put on those other channels, but everything else I'll talk about here. And this is where I can reach those who don't know anything about the Bible, who don't know even where to look or even why they should look. So I got to keep standing out in the I got to stand on the 4-lane highway out here. Picture this as a 8-lane highway with millions of cars driving by who don't even know that they need to go find what's going on in the world, because they don't even know that Jesus is coming back. They don't even know if there's a God. They're driving down the highway. God told me to go into the highways, including the information highway, and compel the people to come to Christ. So I stand out in there in the middle of the 8-lane highway saying, what? Jesus is coming. Let me tell you, have you seen the spiders? Have you seen the frogs? Have you seen the fish dying? Have you seen the cattle falling over? Have you heard about the apocalyptic waves of energy? Do you know what's going on in the Middle East? And I talk about a lot of things right here on this YouTube channel. But then there's some specific social issues or sensitive issues that I'm not allowed to talk about, even though it's in the Bible, because of the powers that be. Those subjects I got to put on my separate programs, which I have to pay to develop, especially the app, and make it available so that it's easy for people, because many people don't know how to even research and find the things that we know about. And every morning I'm on the phone with my son, Bart Begley, and he's posting 30, 40, 50 news articles every day and putting them in the right categories, along with Agent 2020, who sends some things out toward us, and my son Brock Begley and sister Heidi and myself and Ryan and others. And from all of that information and hours of research, we put it on the app so that you can have access to the current events that are happening around the world. We do have Rumble. We're on Rumble. But again, Rumble is very small. If I just went strictly to Rumble, we would reach about 8% of the total viewing audience. So this is just how it works. It's just that this is the nature of the beast. My job is to use every possible avenue, including television, to reach people in every different direction I can, to tell them about the coming of Jesus Christ. And I want to thank all of you for helping us and supporting it and praying and being faithful, because without you, there would be people lost. Without you, God's counting on you to help us get people to Jesus Christ. And because of you and I working together, all of us, Christ is getting all the glory, because he's saving the lost souls. So I want to thank you. And for those of you who I want you to know, the weather patterns out there are insane. The extreme weather conditions are taking off like we've never seen before. You're right, Danny. Time is short, people. It is very, very short. Somebody needs a Dr. Pepper so they can calm down. That's fine. I'm going to drink coffee and I'm going to go lay down and take about a 2-hour nap. Very exhausted now. God bless all of you. I love you guys. Are you saved? More importantly, are you saved? And are you serious?